Hello everyone, this is Bill Weimers, and I'm also aka Watch Monger, and today I am going to review my relatively new genuine Rolex Submariner. And the reason I say genuine, and I emphasize that, is simply because there's a lot of knockoffs. Like if you go to like New York City on Canal Street, excuse me, just very thirsty. You can get like a bunch of just fake rip-offs, terrible renditions of the real deal. Now, this one again is genuine. I have the papers and serial numbers and all that. Now, this is a beautiful watch, and I went down to New Haven and got this pretty little number over at my favorite jeweler. He operates on Crown Street, and it's the second alley on the right as you're walking away from Chapel Street. And great guy. He has great stuff, all genuine. Has all the papers on all the stuff that you want. And this thing, this Rolex, several. This Rolex, this beautiful Rolex, which regularly retails at $7,000, I got for $900. Now that's a huge deal. And it's brand new. It's not refurbished. It's not like pre-owned or whatever. This is just an absolute brand new Rolex, and I'm going to give you this. I'll give you a review of the watch, and I'm also going to give you some hints and pointers because I don't want to see anybody get ripped off and buy what they think is the genuine Rolex. And it's not. So first things first, go to a reputable dealer. That's number one. There are only genuine dealers, authorized dealers to sell Rolex. So if somebody has Rolex, a jeweler has Rolex, and you're not sure if he's an authorized dealer, ask to see his certificate from Rolex and then call and double check with Rolex themselves. Now, if you notice the sweeping hand, which is absolutely beautiful, and that's what Rolex is known for, and they've been known for that forever, essentially. And it's an interesting thing, really, because they are the only manufacturer of, first of all, their own movements, which means the internal workings of the watch. And this is a genuine Swiss-made Rolex. They make their own movement, as I just mentioned, and they're the only company that makes a sweeping second hand. So that's one of the telltale signs. If you have a watch in your hand and it's ticking and it requires the battery, it's not a Rolex. Okay? I don't care if it says Rolex, it's not. I hate to break it to you. Okay? It has to have the sweeping hand. And it's a mechanical thing. You gotta wind it. That crown that you see right, where am I? Oh my gosh. Right here is you unscrew it and then you wind it clockwise like 30 to 40 times. And that's a big deal. If it ticks, then it's not a real Rolex, bottom line. In fact, the movement inside is not Swiss at all. It would be something along the lines of a quartz, which the Taiwanese invented years and years ago, and now every Chinese and Japanese, all of them, in the Asians country, they all do it. But this is Swiss made, Rolex made, genuine, authentic. Everything you want to say about it, it is, and then some. You can tell too, another telltale sign is if, I don't know if my phone is going to allow me to do this. I'm going to try. See? Right down here. This is called the Beziel. It's French for to swim, I believe. And if you look underneath the Beziel in the silver, it's in between the face and the Beziel. It's a silver piece there. It runs vertical. It says Rolex all around. And inside there, and hope I'm not giving out my serial number, it's listed in there. So that's another way to tell. The other way to tell is the crown right here. Let me get some better lighting. Let's see. This I'm not going to be able to really, fortunately, let me see. Over here. Right there. See that crown that's, see the crown that's on the crown, for lack of a better word? And the reason that's there anyway, and that's the symbol for Rolex, is basically years and years ago, probably back in the 1500s, the King of, I believe it was Scotland, commissioned Rolex to make a watch for the king. And that is the crown, and it's an absolute perfect copy, two-dimensionally anyway, of the actual crown that was that's still worn by the Queen of Scots. And so that's what really took Rolex to the next level and made them like world-renowned. So see here's another thing that you can tell if it's a genuine or a fake, and that's that thing right there. Yeah, that magnification, it has to be 2.5 times. Now, and this clearly is 2.5 times magnification. This is called a Cyclops, and it is a magnifier. And if you look underneath to see, if you see the date there underneath the magnifier, see how small it is? But when you look at it through the Cyclops, the Cyclop, I forget now. It is magnified 2.5 times. What makes this a diver watch? And I'm going to talk to you about that too. The bezel is what makes it so. And here's how and what. When a diver is diving in water, and he's got, and I'm not talking about snorkeling or whatever the case may be. I'm talking about like really diving, you know, with oxygen and all that. So say, oh my, I've got, you know, 30 minutes worth of oxygen, and I'm diving into the pool at 9:20. I'm diving into the lake or whatever, the ocean, at 9:27. So you make that mark there. See, that's the marker. You put it to where the minute hand is just as you're going in the water, and then it's a no-brainer, because when you get in the water and you don't have to think, oh, when did I get in the water? Was it 9:17 or 9:27? You've got a mark right here, you know. And clearly, I was talking to some scuba buddies of mine, and they say that when you're deep underwater, the deeper you are, the more pressure is put on your head, and blood does not flow well in that space, and therefore your mind is clouded and the judgment can be poor. So this is why the bezel was invented, and it was invented by Rolex. So so say you go down and you've got like a half an hour of oxygen, but you're like, you know what, I want to come up in 20 just to be on the safe side. So it's a no-brainer. Like I said, oh, here's the 20 right here. Oh, it's time to come up, and then you know. Yeah, and that's what makes it a diver's watch. And when I bought this a couple weeks ago, my friends are like, oh, you're not going to dive with that Rolex. It's just too beautiful. You're going to ruin it. I'm like, read it right there. It says Submariner 1,000 meters and you can't see that, but you can 300 meters and 1,000 meters. Or yards, I think. I can't see that, but you can go way, way down. That's the whole point of the watch. So why wouldn't I not? And this, it's got an Illuminati to it, which I can't really show right now because it's too bright in here, but when the lights go out, all these things light up. And that's another way to tell if it's a real or a fake. Now if you look at the strap, it's beautiful, it's solid. I believe it is, what is that, platinum, I think. I'll have to ask my dealer, but I think it's platinum, and the bezel is made in a black gold onyx. And if you just look at, another way to tell a fake from a real is the printing. It's remarkable how it's done, and there's not anything that Rolex gets wrong. They have amazing quality control. In terms of review of this watch, it's unbelievable. The sweeping hand, only Rolex has that. It's a telltale sign. They got the triple lock on the crown, so you unscrew it until it pops, and then you wind it 30 to 40 times every few days to keep it going. You pull it out again, and that adjusts the date, and then you pull it out again, and you can adjust the time. It's very, very simple, very easy to use. It's so smooth. I wish I could show you here, but I only have one hand available because the other's doing the recording of this video. But it's a beautiful, beautiful, smooth watch, smooth feel to it. That's a genuine pearl right there. I think, I don't know exactly where it is. I think it comes from the agencies. Not really sure, but it's beautiful. And if you want to know how to clean this watch, you just take a regular paper towel. I use Bounty, and you just rub it. Now watch, it's dirty now. See all my prints, and you just give it a couple rubs, and the prints are gone. So that is my review, and that's my video. So I hope you enjoyed it. This is me coming to you as the Watch Monger, Bill Wiemers. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please make comments below. I look forward to reading them. Bye.